took me by surprise last night because I hadn't run off that page.
Oh.
It's at the end after.
Okay. Yeah.
Instead of having the university marshal announce or say that they want us to do it.
Okay. Yeah, and I did not run a copy. I like having a full script back here.
As my wife said,
extra.
Make them run it off for you because you're running off on your home.
I know, and that's the thing.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what they're. So this afternoon, the guy you heard, Pease is going to do some musical thing. He contacted Pear and asked about being able to come a couple weeks ago to come and practice or do something. So.
I'm praying that it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we'll all be going. Oh my God. I think so. I mean, I would be surprised if he wanted to do that.
Welcome to the 294th commencement exercises of Bowling Green State University. Let the ceremony begin.
Good morning and welcome to the 294th commencement ceremony at Bowling Green State University. My name is Erin Heilmeyer. I am an associate director in our Office of Admissions here on campus.
And I'm Erica Mills. I am an assistant director in enrollment management here at Bowling Green.
We are so excited to have you here, whether you're watching online, on TV, or just reminiscing. We're excited to help share some information about Bowling Green State University and congratulate our candidates and their families and friends that are joining us today. You'll hear now the bagpipes that are playing. This is a new tradition at Bowling Green State University. You'll see her entering and starting off the ceremony in a very unique way this morning. The energy in the Stroh Center, where the ceremony is taking place, is very high. It's exciting to see all the guests that are here to celebrate and see the candidates for the College of Arts and Science and the College of Musical Arts this morning. Those are the two that we'll be highlighting in the commencement ceremony.
Absolutely. Lots of family and friends. There's a lot of spirit. We've got some great flair throughout the Stroh as well. People are really enjoying themselves today.
Typically, the Stroh Center is used for basketball, both women and men's, volleyball, and other campus events. Obviously, commencement is one of the most important that are hosted here today. And as you see the flags that are entering into the ceremony now, they represent each of our academic colleges at Bowling Green State University. As I mentioned, the College of Arts and Sciences and College of Musical Arts will be highlighted this morning, but we had a ceremony last night and another this afternoon, as well as a final one this evening at the BGSU Firelands campus.
Yeah, in total, we'll have just under 2,500 candidates in this graduating class for this May. Among the undergraduates, 92 will be presented with associate degrees, 1,886 bachelor's degree, and 907 of those students received honors for their high grade point averages.
You'll see the various colors that are on top of each of those flags. They represent the degrees that are offered by each college. Today we'll be celebrating the Bachelor of Arts in Communication, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science in Journalism, and College of Musical Arts. And each of those are noted with a color so that we know which degree our students are earning.
Mm-hmm.
it's fun each year to see the new additions like the bagpipes, but also just the traditions that they have in the ceremonies each year. And it kind of binds the alumni of Bowling Green State University together in this common experience.
Absolutely.
Our tradition is to begin and end each ceremony with sounds of the centennial, an original musical composition written by BGSU alumnus Ryan Nolan. This piece was commissioned to celebrate the centennial of Bowling Green State University. Please rise and join us in honoring the May 2019 graduates.
So if you heard the announcer, this is a centennial piece that was put together specifically for the ceremony. Again, to celebrate the May 2019 graduates that we're going to be seeing today. And you'll start to see them file in with lots of enthusiasm,
Absolutely.
excitement.
We're excited to see some of the decorations on the graduation caps. That has just gotten more and more exciting every year as that becomes a new tradition that takes place for every graduating class. And I think the music this morning is especially appropriate, knowing that we're going to be seeing the College of Musical Arts represented here as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping for some creative caps by
Yes.
the School of Art.
Absolutely.
We can count on them to
Yes.
usually give us some cute little flair during the ceremony.
Yeah.
So you'll see now our mace bearer for the ceremony. Each one will have a significant faculty member. And today our mace bearer is Dr. Janet Ballweg. She's the professor of Creative Arts Excellence in the School of Art in the College of Arts and Science. The mace bears symbols and figures representing the 6 branches of learning: drama, art, literature, music, science, and commerce. So this is a part of every ceremony, and it's a high honor to be the one that bears it and brings it into to kick off.
Yeah. The mace that she's holding was designed especially for BGSU. Many universities will use one as a symbol of office during their commencement exercises, but this one's unique to BGSU. And Aaron just kind of mentioned what the symbols represent on the item, but it's something that's just here that you'll only see at our commencement. And it was actually designed for BGSU by an assistant professor of art.
Here they come. Very exciting.
Yeah.
You'll see cords and stoles worn by the candidates, obviously representing their accomplishments here at Bowling Green State University. You'll see cords worn by some graduates indicating their graduation with academic honors. So whether they are laude, magna cum laude, or summa, it's very exciting to see those students that were very successful in not only earning their degree, but doing a great job at that.
Yeah, we'll also see a lot of student organizations represented. Greek organizations often have stoles. The campus tour guide program have cords. So really it's representing all of the things that they were passionate about, that they represented as their time here as Falcons.
And I believe we're at about 82 candidates total that will be graduating with honors this year. And the criteria for that is that they have to take at least 23 hours of honors coursework and have a certain GPA and complete an honors project at the end of their time here at Bowling Green. And they'll be noted with a medallion that's worn around their neck as well. Looking forward to the agenda today, one of the things is a commencement speaker. Addressing this morning's candidates will be Mizell Stewart III. He's an award-winning reporter, top newsroom editor in 3 states, radio and television broadcaster, and corporate news executive. Stewart is a senior news executive for Gannett and the USA Today Network, as well as an adjunct faculty member at the Poynter Institute for Media Studies and the founder of Emerging Leaders, LLC. That's a leadership development consulting firm focusing on mid-career professionals. He earned his bachelor's degree in journalism from BGSU in 1994 and a master's degree from Northern Kentucky University. So we are overwhelmed with his ability to come back to discuss with the group about their accomplishments, but also what to look forward to beyond commencement. Oh gosh, look at how excited they are. I love the energy in the room.
Absolutely. The parents, the family members, the friends are just so proud of their students that are here, acknowledging a wonderful accomplishment as they walk across that stage.
I'm sure they have this much enthusiasm at their 9 a.m. classes that they have here all 4 years as well.
Absolutely. Definitely. I mean, the Falcons are passionate about those 8 a.m. classes, right?
Yeah, that cap says Smarty Pants Dance, and I think they were dancing as they were coming in. That is awesome.
Oh, I think we see a film major.
Yeah.
Film studies with the
Absolutely.
clapper there.
I've mentioned a couple times now, but my favorite thing is seeing the families that are here to support and the friends that are here to support their loved ones. We're graduating a wide spectrum of ages and backgrounds and ethnicities and degrees, especially in this ceremony with the College of Arts and Sciences included. And it's just so wonderful to see us all come together and celebrate the accomplishments of this group.
Yeah. And speaking to the wide spectrum of graduates we have here, the age range is from 17 to 65. So we really have folks from all walks of life who are here working towards their future with a degree.
It's fun to also think back to the things that these candidates have seen since starting, most of them 4 years ago. We've had a lot of great developments on campus, some updates to our older buildings, new buildings that have come across, new green spaces added as well. That campus looks a little bit different to them than it did 4 years ago, and will continue to grow as we see even more construction.
Yeah. This group especially, we have the School of Media and Communication as part of the College of Arts and Sciences. And so this group of students would have been the first to be able to take classes and work in the Cooling Center, which was finished in fall 2016 for the School of Media and Communication. They moved into this facility, the Michael and Sarah Cooling Center, which was generously funded by alumnus Michael Cooling. This was the former South Hall, which now boasts impressive cutting-edge technology and a media convergence lab where students use the same technology as in the industry. And they're doing really amazing things in that building with professional experiences where they're getting behind the camera, they're getting in front of the camera, and really getting that hands-on experience so that they're going to be great candidates when it comes time to find those roles after today, after walking across the stage at graduation. So this would have been the first class to be able to participate in the new technology, the wonderful resources that we have in that space.
You'll also note with the College of Arts and Science, we have obviously a lot of science degrees that are being awarded, and we've made some great developments as well in the laboratory spaces and classroom spaces for our students studying in the sciences.
Is that a dinosaur we see?
I think so. I feel like
it's a great hat.
Yeah, I feel like the
cap.
hats have become more and more creative,
They
and more
really
people
have.
are doing it these days.
And hopefully you can kind of hear behind us the excitement from the families just as soon as they see their student cheers all throughout the Stroh Center. It's, whether you know these students personally or not, it's a very high emotional time that you can just hear the excitement as they see the students that they're so proud of. They've worked really, really hard. They've come from all walks of life. They've, achieved a lot. Many of them, maybe weren't sure if they would get here, and they're here, and they have a lot to be proud of, and the families and friends have a lot to be proud of as well.
I'm sure many of them have some exciting plans after they leave Bowling Green, and Bowling Green is known as a school that sets students up for success after graduation, whether it's going on to a career, going into professional school. We're really well known for making sure that these students have been preparing all 4 years, not just the last couple months, but getting them their very first year in here. And we're known for boosting graduate earnings 10 years after college as well. So not only are we getting them just into a job, but we're getting them on track to a career that they're going to continue to build on and hopefully look back at their experiences that they had here at BGSU.
Absolutely. And they're one of many. They have a really great foundation. These graduates will join more than 183,000 Falcon alumni who are all over the world, all over the United States. And they're going to have opportunities to stay connected to BGSU through many, many different ways in their next phase of life.
Another development this group would have seen, because I'm seeing a few caps and stoles that honor the Greek organizations. Our all-new Greek village was opened in fall of 2016, and that was uniting our fraternities and sororities on campus in an urban village setting in which they are townhome residences, and they provide a little bit more comfortable living situation. They have full amenities, gathering spaces, and it creates a greater sense of community within that Greek in the Greek community as well. If you had been on campus previous, you would have known that the houses were kind of scattered among campus. And so it's been very exciting to see those organizations come together, provide them a safe space on campus to congregate and interact more with each other and collaborate across their Greek letters. I mentioned earlier that a variety of degrees are offered today, so and they are noted by the tassel colors that you're seeing as they walk in. You'll see crimson right now on the screen, and those are likely going to be your Bachelor of Science in Journalism. White will be the Bachelor of Arts. Silver gray will be Bachelor of Arts in Communication. Brown is Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science will be gold. And then since we have the College of Musical Arts represented today as well, those will be with the pink tassels. So if you're looking for a relative or you're curious as to the degrees or areas of study, those tassels are what helps us note that.
And speaking of the College of Musical Arts, these students are going to be joining alumni who have gone on to do amazing things. For example, Jennifer Higdon was a graduate in '86. And she is a world-renowned composer and is the recipient of Grammy Awards and a Pulitzer Prize. So that's just evidence of what these students are going to be able to do with their degrees as they go on to the professional field after graduation.
I also saw a couple of the candidates in their military attire, which is highly encouraged. And Bowling Green State University is continually named a top university in Ohio for veterans. We're ranked #1 in Ohio and number 25th in the nation by Military Times. We provide a lot of resources to help them get into the university, whether they are bringing in credit through previous colleges or through their military work, and then providing flexible opportunities for them to take classes. They may be working professionally now and they're trying to finish that degree, and our resources on campus are fabulous in supporting their plans and making sure that they have this experience of joining us in commencement and celebrating the degree that they'll be earning from BGSU.
Now, these students likely kept themselves very busy, not only inside the classroom, but outside the classroom. And one of the things that BGSU students are known to be very, very passionate about is service learning. It's a huge aspect of a BGSU education. Last year, in fact, nearly 9,000 students served the community by volunteering. One of the ways that they do that is through our BGSU Dance Marathon, which has raised more than $4 million for Children's Miracle Network.
Taking pictures of the graduates. Second, please follow the directions of the commencement marshals and ushers. And third, please do not leave until the alma mater has been sung at the conclusion of the ceremony. At the conclusion of the ceremony, the audience is asked to remain seated for the recessional while the platform participants, faculty, staff, and new graduates recess. Once the graduates have recessed, you may join them for the reception at locations throughout the Stroh Center. Finally, in honor of our candidates, please silence your cell phones. Thank you. Please now join us in welcoming the faculty of Bowling Green State University.
You'll see the faculty now entering the arena. You'll see that they are wearing a variety of regalia, and they're representing where they have received their master's and PhD doctorate level degrees.
And these are the faculty who have been mentors with these students. They've connected with them, and this is exciting for them just as much as the family and friends who are in the audience, because they know these students, they've seen the work that they've done, they've worked alongside them with research and writing and music and art, and so for them it's just as exciting to see the students walk across that stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President's Party. Members of the Board of Trustees, Provost and Senior Vice President, Deans of the colleges, members of the President's Cabinet, our commencement speaker, and the 12th President of Bowling Green State University, Dr. Rodney Rogers.
Now, as the announcer mentioned, President Rogers is joining the stage with the Board of Trustees and the commencement speaker. President Rogers is our 12th university president. He's wearing a ceremonial pendant, and that's another one of the traditions here at BGSU. This pendant was designed by an art faculty member, Tom Muir, an award-winning metalsmith, and was fashioned by hand rather than cast. The pendant features 3 interlocking rings enclosed by 2 sets of coils. The design reflects the interconnectedness of the university, and at the center is a sphere made of rutilated quartz meant to represent the university's global perspective. So like we've said multiple times, there's so many traditions that are part of this ceremony, things that you can look forward to seeing every year.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as the Bowling Green State University Persian Rifles present the colors, followed by the national anthem under the leadership of Aaron Hill, a Bachelor of Musical Arts candidate. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
The dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eleni Lilios, and I have the honor of serving as the University Marshal for today's ceremony. I wish to thank Mr. Hill and the Pershing Rifles. You may be seated. Graduates, parents, family, spouses, partners, and friends, I have the honor, on behalf of the faculty, to welcome you to Bowling Green State University's 294th commencement ceremony. This occasion offers us an opportunity to come together as a community of learners, both to celebrate and reflect upon our graduates' wonderful academic achievements. For each graduate and for all of us, this is a significant day. It is now my great pleasure to present the president of Bowling Green State University, Dr. Rodney Rogers.
Thank you, Dr. Lilios. Good morning, students, families, and friends of Bowling Green State University. This weekend, at our 4 commencement ceremonies, we are celebrating a very momentous occasion. A momentous occasion in the lives of 2,493 graduates. And it is my privilege to begin this morning's address by first recognizing those who provide the leadership of Bowling Green State University. So first, let me introduce the platform party. As I announce the names, please stand and remain standing, and I ask you to hold your applause until the end. Members of our Board of Trustees, Dan Keller, Chair, David O'Brien, Marilyn Isley, Kyle Johnson, Student Trustee and a graduate in today's ceremony, Mizell Stewart, today's commencement speaker, Joe Whitehead, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Thomas Gibson, Vice President for Student Affairs and Vice Provost, Raymond Craig, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, William Mathis, Dean of the College of Musical Arts, Simon Morgan Russell, Dean of the Honors College, and Sarah Bushong, Dean of the University Libraries. Please join me in giving these individuals a round of applause. Thank you. So great universities are comprised of great faculty and mentors. They are at the heart of our academic mission. Their teaching skills, research, expertise, and involvement in our students' education are the hallmarks of a BG experience. We are proud of their contributions to create and support our learning community and greatly appreciate that they are actively engaged in students in the valuable learning experiences, mentoring them as professionals, advising them in their academic and career pursuits. I now ask the faculty members of Bowling Green State University to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. So as we begin today's ceremony, I want to share a few statistics and facts about our May 2019 graduating class. So I'm pleased to report that our graduates and their classmates spent a great deal of time studying and doing research at the library. During the last 4 years, nearly 1.6 million books or e-books have been checked out. And I've been told that our librarians have answered 55,321 questions. Very impressive. Now, throughout your 4 years here, I also want to note that our faculty taught 67,948 courses. And according to our Chief Information Officer, you consumed 325,987,000 terabytes of data on our Wi-Fi. Wow. Netflix, Amazon Prime, who knows, but I think it was studying, because studying takes a lot of fuel. And BGSU Dining tells us that our graduates ate a lot. Over the last 4 years, the Oaks Dining Center alone served more than 1.9 million meals, and our students consumed nearly 206,000 pizzas. And since it opened, Steak and Shake sold more than 185,000 hamburgers. I might add that over 2.3 million hours were also spent in the rec center. There may be a correlation there. So our students have also created public good. You have created public good. They recognize the importance of paying it forward. Those involved in student life and in our signature co-curricular activities have averaged 83,701 community service hours each year. And in this past year alone, our students raised over $500,000 in support of nonprofit organizations such as Dance Marathon. We're celebrating the accomplishments of a great group of graduates this weekend. As a public university for the public good, we embrace our responsibility to serve the public. And we do this by making sure that we are preparing our students to live meaningful and productive lives. And the value of a Bowling Green degree you're about to receive has never been higher. We continue to be ranked as a Tier 1 university by U.S. News and World Report. And Business Insider ranks Bowling Green #1 among all universities in Ohio for quality and value. You see, at Bowling Green, we believe that our students have the opportunity, you've heard us say this, to belong, to stand out, and to go far. And that's more than just words, it is our promise. And this graduating class embodies that promise. In total, as I said, there were 2,493 graduates for degrees this weekend. 15% of our graduates are students of color. 64% are women. There are 104 international students representing 24 countries. We have a 17-year-old receiving an undergraduate degree. We have a 59-year-old receiving a bachelor's degree and a 65-year-old receiving a master's degree. So as you can see, our graduates include both the young and the young at heart. You are ethnically diverse. You come from small towns and suburbs and big cities. You are from different parts of Ohio, the United States, and from all over the world. For those of you that have completed your degree online, I know that this may be the first time on campus and you're meeting your colleagues and classmates in person for the first time. However, all of you have one thing in common. You have found a university where you can belong. You found your place at Bowling Green, in the classroom or in the laboratories, in the residence halls, in clubs, in student organizations, in Greek life, or on our athletic fields. You made Bowling Green your community and home. You know, our students have studied at Bowling Green during a very exciting time. This past year, we've witnessed 2 national club championships in women's bowling and men's rugby. Our women's soccer program won the MAC title in a thrilling set of penalty kicks and competed in the NCAA tournament. Women's volleyball won back-to-back MAC championships. And our Falcon Forensics speech and debate team won the national championship. Quite an accomplishment of this class. Also, we continue the largest building and renovation era in Bowling Green history. You have had the opportunity to experience the most advanced collegiate media center in the Colleen Center, the new Greek Village, University Hall, and our innovative integrated science teaching spaces in Mosley Hall. And you'll be proud to see that we are not stopping there. Future Falcons will experience the Maurer Center, the new home of the College of Business, and a completely renovated technology building to support all of our programs in robotics and advanced manufacturing. All of this is to ensure we have a strong learning community, a place where you can belong. That you're sitting here tonight illustrates that you've thrived at Bowling Green. You have found purpose, followed your passion, and stood out. You have embraced the unique Bowling Green learning experience, developing leadership skills throughout your journey. As a Falcon, you have learned to think beyond the discoveries made by others and have empowered your imagination to shape your future to new levels of excellence. In short, you have the knowledge and tools to change the world. You have the knowledge and tools to change the world. Now, in recognition of your accomplishments, I will now ask a number of students to stand and be recognized. Many of you have grown through experiential learning and co-curricular involvement. These types of experiences have prepared you to stand out. So, if you have studied abroad, participated in a learning community, completed an internship or co-op, got involved in service learning, or conducted undergraduate research, please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. So if you have taken part in an opportunity that has provided you with leadership education, including student organizations, academic honoraries and advisory boards, athletics, residence education, student government, please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Thank you. And finally, I would like to recognize the heroic service of our United States veterans and active members of the armed forces who are graduating today. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. So earning your degree today places you in a very, very select group of people. Less than 7% of the world's population has a bachelor's degree or higher. You have earned it. But with your degree comes an immense responsibility. You see, not only have you invested in your education, not only has your family and friends invested in you and your education, not only have the donors of Bowling Green State University invested in education, but by attending a public university, the citizens and residents and taxpayers of the state of Ohio and nation have invested in you. And so in closing, I challenge you to make a difference. Make a difference in your career. Make a difference in your family, in your alma mater, in your community, in your nation, and in your world. Tackle messy challenges. Communicate, work with, and learn from diverse peers. Empower others to unleash their creativity and take calculated risks. But don't forget to have fun. But never, never, ever stop learning. If you do these things, you will do well, but you will also do good. Congratulations. I now invite our Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Provost Joe Whitehead, to the podium. Dr. Whitehead.
Thank you, President Rogers. Award-winning reporter, corporate newsroom executive, authentic journalist. Today's commencement speaker, Mizell Stewart, earned a Bachelor of Science in Journalism from Bowling Green State University in 1994 and a Master of Science in Executive Leadership and Organizational Change from Northern Kentucky University. He currently serves as a senior news executive for Gannett and USA Today Network. For more than 3 decades, Mizell has shaped the journalism and news industries. His accomplished career includes prior experience as the Chief Content Officer for Journal Media Group, Vice President of the Newspaper Division at EW Scripps Company, and founder of Emerging Leaders LLC, a leadership development consulting firm. He has reported for news outlets like the Akron Beacon Journal and the Evansville Courier and Press. In 2006, he led a journalist team at the Sun Herald in Mississippi that won a Pulitzer Gold Medal in public service for its coverage of Hurricane Katrina. His work has driven the cultural, social, and educational vitality of our nation. Award-winning reporter, corporate newsroom executive, authentic journalist, and most importantly, a Falcon. I'm honored to present today's commencement speaker, Mizell Stewart. Please join me in welcoming him back to his alma mater.
Good morning, everyone. To President Rogers, Board of Trustees Chair Dan Keller, Provost Joe Whitehead, thank you for that wonderful introduction. Deans of colleges, distinguished guests of the President, faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, to the class of 2019. Good morning. It's truly my honor to celebrate this great accomplishment in your lives with you and your families today. You made it. Give yourselves and those who supported you a big round of applause. Now, I don't know about you, but when I find something interesting on Instagram or Twitter, I'll save a picture of it on my phone. Now, you notice I didn't mention Facebook. I know that's where Mom, Dad, crazy Uncle Ned, and Grandma hang out. I get it. Now, that said, personally, I draw the line at Snapchat. And I'm so thankful that I met and married a wonderful girl before Tinder. Y'all can have that. One of the pictures I keep on my phone is a set of simple drawings depicting a person about to climb a mountain peak. The image on the left depicts a stick figure ascending a straight, unbroken line from the base to the top, where a checkered flag rewards and recognizes success. That drawing on the left looks simple, straightforward, and easy. That drawing is labeled My Plan. The image on the right is much different. The line is jagged and uneven. It goes up for a while and then back down again. The stick figure is still climbing. Closer to the top, there's even a boat waiting to carry the stick figure across an alpine lake. Further along, there's another stick figure waiting to reach out and help the climber up. Now, as in the first drawing, the reward is still there. The checkered flag is at the peak. But aside from the stick figure and what seems like the finish line, the journey depicted in the second drawing is very, very different. That drawing is labeled reality. Both of these drawings represent a simple yet easily forgotten truth. Instead of an unbroken line to success, we will all experience peaks and valleys on the journey. And I'm sure that many of your parents will agree with me that you can't say one ever truly reaches the finish line. But that's another speech for another day. Recently, I listened to a message by the Reverend T.D. Jakes. Now, if you're not familiar with him, Time magazine once described him as America's pastor, cast from the same mold as the Reverend Billy Graham. He said something that was incredibly profound. He said, a person's biography is a lie because it tells you all about the peaks and nothing about the valleys. So, I'm sure you've had a chance to see my own biography in today's graduation program, and trust me, I made sure to share all the good stuff. Every peak in my life is represented, including marrying the smartest and sweetest woman in the world. But since a preacher of the gospel has effectively called me out for leaving out some important information, let me share a few of my own values. While a leader in student media here at Bowling Green State University, I was fired by one of my classmates in front of a room full of people. I started here as a freshman in the fall of 1983. I did not earn my degree for another 11 years. My grade point average was so low it was nearly underwater. Now, by point of reference, my mother was a high school principal who was very, very serious about education. I want you to chew on that for a second. Now, those are just two instances from this campus. Moving on. Back in 2005, my mom died after a heroic 2-year battle with lung cancer. On the day I returned to work after her funeral, I was told that the news organization I had led at the time was being sold to another company and that I would be out of my job, at that time, my dream job, in 30 days. That was one of the most devastating periods of my life. But I thank God that it wasn't the first. Let me say it one more time. I'm thankful that losing my mom and losing a job that I loved through no fault of my own weren't the first setbacks I ever experienced. Now, I know that many of you fought really hard to get here. I've had the opportunity to meet dozens of our scholarship recipients through my involvement with the BGSU Alumni Board of Directors. Time and again, you demonstrate your perseverance and your grit to tackle the struggle of college affordability. And it is scholarships established by our alumni and friends that signal our support in you and the students who come after you. While the financial struggle is real, I've learned a lot more about the class of 2019. A few of you were not at your best in the classroom. Others dealt with crazy family relationships. Some of you have health issues that will dog you long into the future. More than a few of you had people in your life who spent more time telling you what you can't achieve, what you never will be, than what you can. Some of you are missing a parent or a sibling who should be here to celebrate with you today. A couple of you, like me, made lousy life choices. No one did it to you. You did it to yourself. But I'd like to say to all of you that the completion of your degree may be less in spite of the obstacles you face than it could be because of those obstacles. I'm not just talking about the obstacles you couldn't control, but the mistakes you made as well. Believe it or not, both are setting you up for your future success. That's because the trajectory of your life will be determined less by what happens to you and more about how you respond to whatever the world throws your way. It will be less about the mistakes that you make, but how you own them, how you learn from them, and how you get busy again. Put another way, your life story will ultimately be decided by how you overcome adversity, how you climb out of the valley, than what you accomplish at the peak. That's because the valleys make us resilient, enabling us to bounce back from disappointments. The valleys give us this intangible quality called grit, the inner drive to keep pushing when faced with obstacles and setbacks. The valleys we go through due to our own actions and mistakes build integrity, what it takes to truly own your story. The valleys make us adaptable, able to adjust to a new reality and to do it over and over again if need be. The valleys give us something else that is critically important: empathy, the ability to understand the struggles of others and take action to help yourself and others move forward. All of these are essential qualities to a happy and successful life journey. Let me say again, this is a great day of celebration. I want you to savor it. I want you to enjoy it. But remember that your life story will ultimately be defined by how you react when you've screwed up or when things don't go your way. I want to leave you with a few thoughts on climbing that jagged peak, along what happened to me in the weeks after my mom passed away. First, I want to share 5 things that you can do when circumstances or mistakes send you down into the valley. First is give yourself time to regroup. Many setbacks are accompanied by a sense of loss, with effects Elizabeth Kubler-Ross once referred to as the 7 stages of grief. It's okay to have yourself a little pity party, just don't let it go on forever. Second is ask for help. David Brooks, a columnist for the New York Times, said that when you're in a dark place, you have to be willing to be led by others. Trying to figure things out on your own is a recipe for disappointment and depression. Believe it or not, one of my first stops after being tossed out of student media here at Bowling Green was the BGSU Counseling Center, which introduced me to tools that I still use to this day. Next, take time to reflect. Employers say the difference between success and failure in the workplace is less about your talent or your smarts and more about emotional intelligence, the way that you manage your own emotions and the emotions of those around you. Reflection is a critical skill as you think about past events, what you learn from them, and what you can do the next time you encounter a similar situation. Take action. Put another way, do something. Serving others through volunteering, joining a support group, or taking a class are just 3 ways to resume forward progress after you're knocked off stride. And finally, stay connected. Let me give you one important example. This is a campus community that encouraged me to finish my degree long after I moved away from Bowling Green, Ohio, and which continues to support me today through every single peak and valley of my life and career. This is what it means when we say Bowling Green State University changes lives for the world. Our association with this great institution changes our lives so that we, in turn, can change the world for the better. You will be a part of this community forever. What do we say? Once a falcon, always a falcon. And you will miss an enormous opportunity for personal and professional growth if you believe that your relationship with Bowling Green State University ends after graduation today. Let it be just the beginning. Now back to my own story. Less than 4 weeks after my mom died and I had to clean out my office, I was standing in the newsroom of the Sun-Herald in Gulfport, Mississippi, the day after Hurricane Katrina devastated that community. I had been asked there by that newsroom's top editor, who needed all of the help he could get and knew that I had a little extra time on my hands. We stood together in the middle of the newsroom the morning after the storm passed, as the shell-shocked staff and a band of volunteers like me awaited our marching orders. I was truly blown away by what happened next. The editor turned to me and introduced me, saying that effective immediately, I was in charge of directing coverage of the aftermath of Katrina. "You'll take your marching orders from Mizell," he said. I didn't have the time or the courage to tell the editor I had no idea what to do next. For the next 4 weeks, I worked alongside an amazing team of journalists. Many of them set aside concerns for their own safety and the devastation they and their own families suffered to provide that community with critical news and information. Their work not only helped the devastated community rebuild, it was recognized with journalism's finest honor, the Pulitzer Gold Medal for Public Service. I will forever be grateful for that experience. What followed my most devastating personal and career loss was the most rewarding event of my career and a memory I will cherish forever. And in the end, I rebounded from my checkered academic past by finishing graduate school with a 4.0 and being named the best student in my cohort. Here's to you, Mom. As I close, a final word to the class of 2019. The next mountain you will climb stands before you today, your future. I wish you all great success in reaching your peaks, but perhaps more importantly, a successful journey through the valleys you will travel through along the way. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mizell, for your inspirational remarks and sharing your wisdom. So, you know, Mizell's career is exemplified by his hard work, as he noted, grit and leadership. The best part he started exactly where our graduates are sitting today. So Ms. Mizell, you truly are a great example of how our alums are changing lives for the world. I now invite Provost Whitehead to present our students as candidates for degrees to be granted this morning. Provost.
Before I call upon the deans to present our undergraduate candidates, I would like to recognize those students who have excelled in their academic endeavors and are graduating with academic distinction and honors. This is indeed a great achievement for these graduates and their families. Bowling Green State University congratulates you for your commitment and your success. And so I recognize the following students. There are 907 students receiving degrees with Latin honors this commencement at Bowling Green. To graduate cum laude, a student must have a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.5. With those graduating with the distinction of cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. To graduate magna cum laude, a student must have a grade point average of at least 3.75. With those graduating with distinction of magna cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And finally, to graduate with the distinction summa cum laude requires a 3.9 grade point average. With those graduating with distinction of summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Bowling Green is proud to recognize graduates who completed their entire collegiate academic experience with a 4.0 grade point average. These students graduate with the distinction of the President's Award and wear a special medallion in recognition of this honor. With those graduating with the distinction of President's Award, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. In addition, I am pleased to recognize the outstanding achievement of our students who have been honored through Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and who are in the Honors College. Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi are two of the world's leading academic honor societies. Only about 10% of higher education institutions in the world have Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi chapters. And Bowling Green State University is proud to be one such institution. Students earning honors degrees today have completed designated coursework and an honors project, which includes independent research. These students must maintain a 3.5 grade point average or higher in all their coursework. They are wearing the honors medallion, a symbol of their academic success. Would our Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and Honors College candidates please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And now I'll call upon Dean Raymond Craig to present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Thank you, Provost Whitehead. Will the candidates please direct, will the marshals please direct the candidates to the platform? President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, it is my honor and pleasure to present these candidates for their degrees.
Cassidy Williams. Kanisha J. McDavid. Erica Nicole Gandy. Michaela Marie Crumley. Jamie Lynn Montague. Soraya Marie Yaki. Madeline Ann Grooms, summa cum laude. Morgan Alexis Jones. David James Wallum, cum laude. Carrie Ann Odegaard. Corinne Victoria Thrasher. Shane Michael Bednard. Stephen Bayless. Michael J.W. Young. Ryan William Strodbeck, summa cum laude. Second Lieutenant Roger Douglas Nitzat. Second Lieutenant Luke Stephen Roginski, cum laude. Second Lieutenant Jamal Hussam Hussein, cum laude. Second Lieutenant Joshua T. Digman, cum laude. Ali Sela. Mark Robert Ebel. Zale Francis Goldstein. Kyle Anthony Staten. Madeline Nicole Snyder. Rachel Maureen Stevenson. Kaylee Cynthia Manine. Mackenzie A. Dumas. Adam E. Ferber. M. C. Sapp, magna cum laude, University Honors. Mark Eugene Clayton. Kenya Julene Jones. Christopher Ronald Albert, cum laude. Sarah Catherine LaRue. Logan B. Baker. Connor Monroe Evans. Ian R. Opazeski. Kyle Elliott Jr. DeAndre Austin. Polina Plaminova Radiva, magna cum laude. Hai Yu. Amanda Marie St. John, cum laude. Lydia Lois Reed. Catherine Renee Eldgen, magna cum laude. Alyssa Nicole Resolaw. Dulcea Nolan Lindsay, cum laude. Courtney Lee Slaybaugh. Michael Anthony Notaberta. Faith Hannah Wallach. Madison Rose Harmon. Hannah Elizabeth Roy. Alice Sponholtz Olson. Destiny Nicole Camarillo, cum laude. Natalie Renee Kruger, summa cum laude. Delaney Melissa Borchers, cum laude. Madeline M. Grimm, summa cum laude, University Honors. Alicia Karen Wireman, summa cum laude. Lee Ziebach. Rachel Marie Murphy, cum laude. Tegan Tyrell Matthews. Kyla M. Pleasure. Brandon Ellis Rogers. Dakota Sky Wrench, cum laude. Joseph P. Bailey III. Thomas Stephen Montague Casillas. Carolyn Rose Mullins. Catherine Abigail Tavarnik. Ashley M. Burge. Jacqueline Danielle Gordon. Bailey Ann Weiss. Savannah Michelle Studebaker. Jamie Xavier Howell. Sean Michael McHale, cum laude. Madeline Michelle Pine. Aaron J. Wilson. Tajik Panel. Ty D. Choate, cum laude. Zara Hamzai. Christina Maria Todaro. Christina Elizabeth Nicole Sponseler. Sarah Avdry Irk. Kara Brooke Winslow. Katie Frances Liggett, summa cum laude, University Honors. Angela Orani Lee. Armani Borden. Joelle Ray Anderson. Natalie Morgan Plotner, magna cum laude. Macy P. Broadham, cum laude. Tyler Ryan Emond. Adam Derlin Panter, diploma presented by Kurt Panter, his father, and cum laude. Tennyson Jeffrey Hendershot, cum laude. Christopher David Smith. Jeffrey Aaron Phillips. Joshua David Likens. Austin Alexander Window, cum laude, University Honors. Taylor Marie Johnson. Sarah E. Rowan. Heidi Rose Hoffman, magna cum laude. Felida Joy Guyton. Austin Michael Hall, cum laude. Grant Thomas Hassler. Aaron Celia Kelly. Michaela Nicole Rains. Tatiana Catherine Rodzos. Christopher Ferguson Labadie. Elizabeth Janis. Victoria Nicole Frazier, magna cum laude. Victoria Helen Cars. Alyssa Dawn Clack. Victoria Elizabeth Cope, summa cum laude. Laura Joan Bozelli, summa cum laude. Abby L. Bacon. Jennifer M. Grove. Brittany Nicole Cease, cum laude. Camila Alejandro Pinheiro, magna cum laude, University Honors. Andrea Michelle Avers, magna cum laude. Robert Potter. Anna Kathleen Irwin. Adam Paul Beatty. Mark A. Greer III. Kaylin P. Hunt. Can you follow that? Daniel Rodriguez. Letitia Linnell Smith. Joy Vashti Campbell. Kayasia B. Miller. Pace Mackenzie Carroll. Kelsey Deandra Rochelle Merritt. Shelby Ann Couchard. Caitlin Victoria Collins. Allison Nicole Carroll. Rebecca Judith DeLast. Elena R. Kirkbride. Robert Brandon Stutzman, magna cum laude. Kiara D. Smith. Caroline Grace Young, cum laude. Madison Patricia King. Autumn Ray White, cum laude. Abigail Nicole Acero, magna cum laude. Traig Mora Traylor. Margaret Marie Lease, cum laude. Rowan Bakari Snyder. Benjamin James Huffer, cum laude. Tyler Thomas Keller, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Catherine Winters, cum laude. Andrea L. Matoni, cum laude. Taylor Catherine Humphrey. Ethan Thomas Coughlin. Brian Calvert Armstrong. Joseph Edward Kurleski. Ethan Patrick Johnson. Joe Wilson, cum laude. Allison McKay Pavey, cum laude. Preston Scott Michael Smith, cum laude, University Honors. Savannah Lynn Campbell, summa cum laude, University Honors. Douglas K. Cassaver. Haley Marie Holben, Kokensparger. Emily Renee Icoast, summa cum laude. Grace Friend, summa cum laude, University Honors. Sean V. Connor, Chloe R. Rusnick. Victoria Rose Del Signore. Ashley Renee Mitchell, magna cum laude. Michelle Teagan Moore. Phineas Sean Luck, summa cum laude. Brenna Ray Rigsby. Elizabeth Cunningham Stark, summa cum laude, University Honors. Adriana Marie Italiano, summa cum laude, University Honors. Daniel Miles Fulop. Abigail May Severino, cum laude. Josie L. Wykert. Cameron Kenneth Hahn. Annie L. Pasella, cum laude. Alexandra Marie Bruning. Reed Anthony Munger. Magna cum laude. Morgan Delaney Stanley, cum laude. Samuel Elliott Ivy. Dana Madison Taylor Rita, magna cum laude. Paul Michael Garbiano, magna cum laude, University Honors. Hannah Ellen Cubberly, summa cum laude, University Honors. Courtney Megan Parson, magna cum laude. Nicole Marie Lembo. Michaela Bruns Mueller, cum laude. Sydney Elizabeth Pargion. Kyle Levon Johnson, cum laude. Ryan Benjamin Wexler, cum laude. Soren Taylor Sondergeld, cum laude. James Nicholas Barrows, cum laude. Jacob Lewis Money, summa cum laude, University Honors. Veronica Lynn Stewart, summa cum laude. Jacob Allen Stewart, magna cum laude. Cooper Thomas Clark, cum laude. Brendan H.J. Donnelly. McKenna Rose Morrissey, cum laude. Megan P. Miner. Logan Edward Frankert. Joseph Paul Chackey. Maxwell Victor Seeley. Micah Howard Swanson, magna cum laude. Evan Michael Query. Don Robert Snyder III. Mr. Snyder will be presented his diploma by his mother, Amani Snyder, a staff member at the Office of Capital Planning and Campus Operations, cum laude. Stephanie Koff. Austin Joseph Pendler. Mason Allen Wirtz. Joshua Allen Magnuson. Caitlin Ann Tatum. Sabrina Marie Cozy. Joseph Andrew Capone. Caden G. Wisecup. Grant Simpson, summa cum laude, University Honors. Mr. Simpson's diploma will be presented by his grandfather, Dr. Charles Simpson, Professor Emeritus, Physical Education and Recreation. Maxwell Alexander Frost. Carson D. Firestone. Sarah Elizabeth Schaller, cum laude. Allison Meredith Labor, summa cum laude, University Honors. Blake Evan Grills. Joseph Allen Hemmert. Dylan L. Krosky. Morgan K. Korecki, magna cum laude. Cameron Michelle Susanowitz, cum laude. Brandon Matthew Willinger, cum laude. Carly Mackenzie Dudek, cum laude. Christine Maria Heisel, cum laude. Melinda Naomi Cover. Zaylee Rain Hoske, cum laude. Callie Ann Graft. Catherine Ray Fletcher, summa cum laude, University Honors. Betsy Michelle Eaton. Caitlin Danielle Eisenman, summa cum laude, University Honors. Nicole Marie Ravati. Kirsten M. Academia, cum laude. Hannah Marie Stanek. Taylor Craig Haven, cum laude. Matthew Colin Lewis, cum laude. Alyssa Lynn Lombardi, cum laude. Emily Jane Tapillo. Peyton E. Miller. Alec Lilick. Alexander Jacob Gagan. Bailey Marie Schnippel. Kaylin Alexandra Schaefer. Derek Putabang. Sean Patrick Horwitz. Hope Marie Pelland. Raisa Ann Napier. John W. Ryan, summa cum laude, University Honors. Mitchell John Taylor, cum laude. Chase Jeffrey Fabianic. Sydney Nicole Johnson, cum laude. Victoria Helen Barclay. Taylor Beatrice Banks. Caitlin Marie Gregg. Lindsay Jean Marie Koppler. Samantha Michelle York. Elijah Parks, cum laude. Toriano Terrence Wright. Daniel Blake Charrington. Evan Paul Jones. Allison Laurie Berner. Sarah Lynn Alexander. Mackenzie Ray Ferguson. David Escobedo, cum laude. Molly Hart Hennigan. Alexis Taylor Maupin, cum laude. Kirsten Renee Rospert, magna cum laude. Brennan Kyle Stewart. Courtney Faye Spears. Olivia Sophia Fortner. Samantha Rose Haydu. Michaela Ray Waters. Jordan Rita Toholsky. Emily Danielle Pop. Madison Marie Short, cum laude. Janae Carolyn Anderson. Maria Rose Smith, cum laude. Allison Catherine Kleinger, summa cum laude. Harmon Richard Andrews, cum laude. Jillian Lee Fournier, cum laude. Nora Noble. Leo Miles Goldman. DiMaggio Willie Wiggins. Michelle Lynn Valencia Edu. Vincent Storm Schneider. Alexander Joseph Murphy. Matthew John Biondo. Jacqueline Elaine Wilman, magna cum laude. Sophia Elise Farr. Storm Elysia Fort. Nicholas Adam Broyles. Griffin J. Howells. Rachel Marie George. Vasily Vasilovich Semenishin. Jack Robertson. Rachel Elise Bloom, magna cum laude. Kenneth Wayne Paramore II. Chun Lai Leung. Kelly Ann Dunn. Laura Elizabeth Homan, who served this year as Frida Falcon. Paige Joelle Dooley. Hennessy Elizabeth Bevins, summa cum laude. Anna Athanasia Rendazzo. Desmond Andre Rice. Second Lieutenant Kyle Edward Crawford. My son, Truman George Chambers. Magna cum laude, university honors, diploma presented by his father, Jonathan Chambers, Department of Theater and Film. Leanne Kathleen Ream. Chelsea Ray Ford, cum laude. Courtney Sue Ellen Mounds. Kelly Danae McKee. Jacob Mitchell Jones. Keegan Arthur O'Brien. Laura Jane Dirksen. Kelly Diane Schroeder. Emily Hannah Pitchell. Erica Marie Hauser. Xuanyu Feng. Alexander Liam Hull, cum laude. Morgan Ashley Gale, summa cum laude, university honors. Stephanie Carol Worth, cum laude, university honors. Nicholas Aaron Welker. Miles Avery Stanley. Zachary Robert Turk. Emily Elaine Feaster. Cessna Manalili, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Kunkler. Ashley Nicole Jagilski. Nicole Olivia Headlam, cum laude. Samantha Ann Ramsey, cum laude. Lauren Mackenzie Henderson, cum laude. Gianna Marie Olizzi, cum laude. Deja M. White. Michelle Lauren Whitmer. Clara Gabriela Delgado, cum laude. Jessica C. Renner. Heather McCleary Rudolph. Lindsay Corrine Puff, cum laude. Brandon John Antashewski. Diana Morgan Bibler, cum laude. Susan Riha Parsley. Xuan Liu. Adam Charles Gretzinger, magna cum laude, University Honors. Erin E. Reen. Jessica Marie West. Monica Joy Fannin. Jasing Lin. Kara Ann Schmidt. Cassandra Lynn Steiner. Julie Ann Ritz. Dylan Joseph Kraska, magna cum laude. Joshua Thomas Droliard. Elisha Michelle Scott. Jack Ryan Wilson. Leanne D. Bussinger. Zoe Ray Farr. Sarah E. Clark, cum laude. Lauren Jo Singhouse, magna cum laude. Kelly Denise Stockard, cum laude. Michelle Renee Bellman, summa cum laude. Sydney Diane Smales, cum laude. Jessica Lynn Christ, cum laude. Rebecca Ann Gillum. Megan Ann Barosi, magna cum laude. Jared Alex Cool. Caitlin Ann Russo, magna cum laude. Eden Marie Griffith, cum laude. Caitlin M. Welling. Abigail Margaret Scheib. Michaela Bryn Blakesmith. McKenna M. Winky. Kenneth Lee Wright. James D. Hyack. Jessica A. Pori. Justin Jerome Pfeiffer. Alyssa Brooke Gearhart, magna cum laude. Ambra Diane Prescott. Dawn Fichter. Adam Ross Coman. Rebecca Muriel Mannion. Samantha Marie Weaver. Hunter Lane Wright. Dorian Stephen William Lewis. Thomas Michael Benner. Nicholas Ray Butler. Malik Goen. Rick Ba Sapone. Shayla R. Thomas. Kateria Constantinidis. Shelby Lynn Gelhaus. Megan Gail Semler, summa cum laude. Macon Doyle. Raphael A. Fretter. Olivia Grace Jennings, cum laude. Miranda Lee Mader, cum laude. Sabrina Beulah Owens, magna cum laude. Cameron Drew Friedman, summa cum laude, University Honors, and the 2018 Homecoming King. Mary Catherine Fleck, summa cum laude, University Honors. Aaliyah Jane Ripley, magna cum laude. Catherine Page Camp, magna cum laude. Evan Tanner Lewis. Candace M. Sayers. Bryce Matthew Sheritz.
Timothy Michael Clayman, cum laude. Eli R. Barber, cum laude. Rachel Ashley Lundeen, summa cum laude, University Honors. Sonia Renee Taioa, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Diane Paxton. Alexi Ann Ludke, cum laude. Misty Dawn Peevler, magna cum laude. Nicholas J. Gouling. Nicole Marie Ralston. Andrew Donald Sutherland. Scott George Taylor. Kyle Joel Baumgartner. Morgan E. Abbott. Catherine Rose Morsefield, magna cum laude. Julia June Beyer, summa cum laude. Mary Frances Edwards. Emily Rose Verbrugge, cum laude, University Honors. Ashley Nicole Black, magna cum laude, University Honors. Robert Andrew Bobbitt. Roy Keaton Smith, magna cum laude. Olivia Grace Johnson, magna cum laude. Shayna Joy Smith. Kayla I. Murray. Sarah Catherine Winston. Kaylee Lynn Obrock. Caitlin Louise Lang, cum laude. Rebecca Marion Lang, magna cum laude. John Mark Lawrence Powell. Kevin J. Christopher Boyza. Emily Ann Boyza. Rebecca Ann Shatney. Kaylee Renee Quito, magna cum laude. Brandon Michael Velasquez. Larry Austin Hadamushian, cum laude. Sarah Anual, cum laude, University Honors. JCC Hardesty, cum laude. Mary Joanna Solomon, summa cum laude, University Honors. Annalise Elaine Kaiser, cum laude. Jacob Robert Krolek, cum laude. Tegan Ann Bourne, magna cum laude, University Honors. Abigail May Doherty, magna cum laude. Jessica Ann Germasick, cum laude. Jacqueline Marie Yannick, magna cum laude, University Honors. Riley Danielle Powers, magna cum laude. Caitlin Rachel Gold, University Honors. Colette Frances Muller, cum laude. Blair Nicole Bomley, summa cum laude. Megan Nicole Devon, cum laude. Stephanie A. Houston. Michael Edward Huddleston. Joshua Opria. Daniel Stephen Littlejohn. Susan Elizabeth Magnani. Alexander James Howie. Megan Catherine Mementowski. Kayla Nicole Heimlich, cum laude. Zachary Thomas Schultz. Brandon Nicholas Dozer. Nolan David Gormley. Dean Bradley Carcutt. Gates Ann Magoo. Ashton Elizabeth Stumpf. Samantha Newhouse. Miranda Lee Thompson. Emily Brienne Breach, summa cum laude, University Honors. Rebecca Michael Goldman, summa cum laude. Haley Moon Shore. Marissa Lynn Clune. Sarah Elizabeth Lesniak. Rebecca Nicole Eversole. Rose E. Connolly, summa cum laude. Ashley Nicole Gearhart, summa cum laude. Madison Shea Ginther. Samuel J. Billmeyer, summa cum laude. Thomas Alexander Tedesco. Matthew Patrick Kuko. Stephen Lee Garrison. Mariah Taylor Walland, summa cum laude. Thomas Anthony Zitko. Jacob Aaron Weidlich. Tyler Mackenzie Riley. Barbara Suzanne Calta. Gabrielle Lee Yassi. Catherine Constant Valentine Clapsaddle, summa cum laude, University Honors. Ellie Marie Miller. Zachary Scott Stearns, cum laude. Kevin Lexus Mensa. Matthew Jacob Pike. Dakota John Cotlin, magna cum laude. Emily Ann Stein. Sydney K. Powell, cum laude. Kristen M. May, cum laude. Anthony E. Montanero, cum laude. Thomas Norman Smith III, cum laude. Alec Daniel Enkoviak, cum laude. Henry J. Davidson. Carrie Mia Bailey. Samantha Lynn Cox. William Thomas Beckelman, Savannah Nicole Cox. Xavier Nathaniel Harris. Robert Dwayne Jackson Jr. John Jerome Colbert. Alec Scotty Calton. Hope B. Teggart, summa cum laude. Nathan Tembo. Juliet Cool Freed, cum laude. Autumn Rose Kolk. Kaylin Tiffany Marie Curry. Stephanie Maria Salazar. Emily C. Utz, cum laude. Noah M. Freilich, summa cum laude, University Honors. Alejandro Nicholas Jorge, magna cum laude. Angelia Marie Lee, cum laude. Samuel William Kuntz. Jasmine Linnell Dunnigan. Daniel Allen English. Kayla Michelle Johnson. Veronica L. Rydell. Chad Wurst. Jacob LaBoy, cum laude. Aiden Michael White. Nina Simone Wimberly. Monica Lynn Rushton. Cassidy Nicole Yetzer, cum laude. Jamie Marie Ringheisen, cum laude. Aaron Timothy Dunning. Alexis Renee Badgett. Aliyah Rochelle Badgett. Dennis Michael Elias. Martin E. Spear. John Bowen Oakley V. Allison Faye Brodzeller, magna cum laude. Marcus Jarrell Lawson. Anne Ruth Pakapani-Chia, magna cum laude. Mahesh Micah Singh, cum laude. Avery Michael Vincent Porco. Dustin James Etz. Matthew Robert Schwartzman. Chase Alexander Willier. Darby Elizabeth Shanahan, cum laude. Broderick Charles Ahrens. David John Krull. Alicia Nicole Kuntz. Morgan Lynn Reed. Andrew William John Patterson. Shane Oliver Weaver. Lanice Love. Sarah Rain Bodner, summa cum laude, University Honors. Haley Marie Kilgore, magna cum laude. Io M. Tejada Sagado, magna cum laude. Evan Scott Blados, cum laude. Mary Jane Walther, summa cum laude, University Honors. David C. Linsky. Riley Cole Ingle, magna cum laude. Rachel Ann Crowell, magna cum laude, University Honors. Alexa Louise Plantado. Kyle Robert Burgess. Tyler K. Baer. Matthew R. Cooper. Charles Edward Barnwell. Philip J. Zulli, cum laude. Angelica D. Usari. Meredith Eileen Siegel, cum laude. Maxwell H. Hess. Navier Grimes. Jenna Louise Reese. Jacob Matthew Clary, cum laude. Parker Morin Kern. Parker's diploma is presented by his father, Kirk Kern, lecturer and director of entrepreneurship in the College of Business. Easy for me to say. David Patrick Bray. Efstratia Dimitrios Moustakis. Shannon Taylor Cleary, summa cum laude, University Honors, and the 2018 Homecoming Queen. Madison Ann Kessler. Clarissa Inez Morrow, summa cum laude, University Honors. Caitlin Marie Philhart, cum laude. Grace Kala Gibo. Brooke Lynn Jones, cum laude. Megan Lee Pettit, magna cum laude. Araminda Madison Russell. Hannah Mae Reddington, summa cum laude. Anika Michelle Cunningham. Emily Erin Gielink, magna cum laude. Audra Amelia Delaney, summa cum laude, University Honors. Mariah Sue Clausen, cum laude. Paige Catherine Thompson, magna cum laude. Melissa Ellen Knoll. Jennifer Chang. Jillian Jade Mozinski. Delician Diamond Taylor. And this concludes the recognition of the bachelor's candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Thank you, Dean Craig. I call upon Dean William Mathis to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Musical Arts.
Thank you, Provost Whitehead, President Rogers, and members of the Board of Trustees. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Musical Arts, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
So try again. Stephanie Marie DePaul, cum laude. Rebecca Rose Shields, summa cum laude. Corey Alan Schwarzkopf, magna cum laude, University Honors. Zachary Albert Byrne. Gabriella Elizabeth Mediati, cum laude. Megan Marie Cullen. Tierney Rebecca McClure, magna cum laude. Jacob Noah Smith. Michael Brian Van Riper. Isabel Grace Bement, cum laude. Bailey Jean Hardy, magna cum laude. Samuel Eaton Weibel, cum laude. Lindsay Ann Watkins, summa cum laude. Seth Thomas Bowser, summa cum laude. Ian Matthew Samanovich. Bethany Helen Savarisi. Benjamin M. Silberman, magna cum laude. Samantha Annalise Mai Singh Carr. Aaron Joseph Hill. Kevin Russell Daniel, cum laude. Michaela Ann Croyer, summa cum laude. Jennifer Louise Bauk. Nathaniel Evan Ramsdell, cum laude, University Honors. Eric Lucas Schmidt, cum laude. Avery Charles Gerwin, magna cum laude. Joseph Rockney Starks, summa cum laude, University Honors. Caitlin Elizabeth Warner. Connor Kelly Massell, summa cum laude. Colin Edward Schaefer. Hung Shu Shu, cum laude. Shi Li, summa cum laude. Yu Feng Lu. And this concludes the recognition of the bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Musical Arts.
Thank you, Dean Mathis. Will all of the degree candidates please rise? Chair Keller, it is my privilege to present these candidates to you on behalf of their faculty, advisors, and deans. I hereby recommend that degrees be conferred upon them as indicated in the official program.
On the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me as chair of the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate degrees as listed in the official program with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Baccalaureate degree candidates, this is the appropriate moment for the symbolic change of the tassel from the right to the left. Graduates, please be seated. President Rogers will now make the final remarks. President Rogers.
Thank you. So as is Trustee Keller, we are proud alumni of Bowling Green State University. And as I look out upon our newest alumni, let me be the first to welcome you to one of the most valuable perks, a supportive network of more than 183,000 alumni around the globe. Now, many of you have donated to the Forever Falcon program, and we thank you for your support. But I hope that all of you have had the kind of experience that will cause you to go out and tell the BG story as you begin your next journey. So welcome to the Alumni Association of Bowling Green State University. So we have been putting the spotlight on our graduates, but there is another group that we should absolutely honor, and it is my pleasure to do so. So would the parents, spouses, partners, and children of our graduates please rise? Okay. Now stay standing. So please stay standing, stay standing. And then I'm going to ask the next group, would anyone else in this stadium that has assisted these graduates in any way, please stand. Graduates, give these folks a round of applause. We thank each and every one of you. So, as we close our 294th commencement ceremony, please remember, graduates, the Bowling Green will always be one of your homes, and you will forever be welcome here as part of the Falcon family. So I ask you to stay engaged with both your classmates but also the university that you have enriched. A university that is better because you chose to be here. You know, I'm reminded of a quote from Bowling Green's fourth president, Dr. Ralph McDonald, that is inscribed on the stonework of the Bowen-Thompson Union. It reads, "We are linked to this institution by invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve." We are linked to this institution by invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve. You see, your success is our success, but our university's success is also your success. We are forever linked to this institution. And as I look out into this group of our newest alumni of Bowling Green State University, I see the next generation of thought leaders, risk takers, visionaries, big dreamers. You will have opportunity to solve the world's most complex problems, and thus you will create public good. In short, you will ensure that tomorrow is always a better day. As graduates of a public university, that is what you do. That is who you are. I cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. It will be nothing less than extraordinary. I Ziggy Zumba.
We will now conclude the ceremony with a long-standing Bowling Green tradition, the singing of our university's alma mater, led by Mr. Hill. The words to the alma mater may be found on the back page of your program. Please stand.
Alma mater, hear us as we praise thy name. Make us worthy sons and daughters, adding to thy fame. Time will treat you kindly, years from now you'll be ever dearer in our hearts, our university. From the halls of ivy to the campus scene, chimes ring out with gladness from our dear Bowling Green, when all is but a memory of the bygone days. Hear our hymn, dear alma mater, as thy name we praise.
Audience members, please be seated for the recessional and remain seated while the platform participants, faculty, and graduates recess. Immediately following the recessional, we ask that you join us on the upper concourse and the first floor lobby for refreshments. Congratulations to all.
Great. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast of the Bowling Green State University commencement ceremony. I hope it was conveyed on screen what wonderful energy there was in the room throughout the whole program, from the presentation of the speakers to the presentation of the candidates, and then finally making them graduates of Bowling Green State University.
Absolutely. These students are joining so many alumni who have come before them, experienced the same emotions and excitement in their commencement ceremonies. I think we mentioned this before, but for those of you who maybe are just joining us, they're joining more than 183,000 Falcon alumni who reside in all 50 states and all around the world. And we know that they're going to have so many opportunities to stay connected to BGSU in their time beyond graduation today. And I think President Rogers said something that stood out to me in his closing remarks, that and I think we all agree here as faculty and staff and friends of the university, we can't wait to see what they do next, and it will be nothing short of extraordinary.
Yes, Erica and I work in admissions, and so we get to help onboard these students, and ceremonies like this each year help us realize the importance of our job is to keep the standard high of those that will study here at Bowling Green, but then also now at this moment as they're graduating, keeping that standard high and representing Bowling Green State University in such a positive light. I loved the ceremony, the part of the ceremony when the friends and families are asked to stand. I think usually there's not many dry eyes in the room at that point because of the hard work of the families and friends that have also supported them and maybe aren't graduates of Bowling Green themselves but have been impacted by what happens in this fantastic university.
Absolutely. And just looking out at the graduates, seeing the different decorated caps and the stoles and the regalia that they have on, they're all representing such different paths to this point. They all come from different experiences. Some of them, maybe are first generation college students. They're the first in their family to experience this. And so, and others have long-standing tradition. They may be a BG of many Falcons in their family. So knowing that every single student that's here today celebrating is representing a different path is something that's really exciting to see. Aaron and I were able to watch the students today, and we saw the students that represented all kinds of different experiences. Like we had a Freddie Falcon and a Frida Falcon. You might have seen their oversized orange Converse sneakers. That lets us know that they served as Freddie or Frida Falcon while they were undergraduate students, and in the they were the birds at our sporting events and all around campus, and that's something that we know that they're super proud of, and it's fun to see today.
I also enjoyed the perspective from Mizell Stewart, who gave the commencement speech today. His journey to be a Bowling Green graduate wasn't an easy one. It wasn't a traditional route. He met lots of obstacles along the way. And I think that we see that a lot now with these students as well. It's not going to be that easy 4-year journey for all. And even if it is 4 years, it's not easy all the time. So it was great to hear a perspective from somebody that says, what you're learning in these obstacles during these years at Bowling Green will really set you up for success beyond the walls of BG.
Absolutely. And we have graduates this year, or this May, who are ranging in age from 17 years old to 65 years old. There's a student who is receiving their undergraduate degree this weekend who is 17 years old. And there's a student who is receiving their master's degree who is 65 years old. So really just all walks of life who are here today celebrating. And talking about their time as an alumni, there are chapters of the BGSU Alumni Association across the country with events throughout the year, and this includes viewing parties for sporting events, group volunteer or community service opportunities, professional networking, and social events. They recognize their success as a alumni beyond just their time as an undergraduate student with the College Alumni Awards and the Academy of Distinguished Alumni. Each college or academic unit at BGSU strives to recognize their alumni, and that's something that's in the future for all of the students who are here today.
Some of the notable alumni that we like to highlight are James Piggin Jr.'s from 1976. He received 2 NAACP Image Award nominations for his role as Dr. Richard Weber in Grey's Anatomy. The late Tim Conway, who just passed this past week. I know that was big news on our campus, and we had heavy hearts as we learned that news. But he started here at Bowling Green State University before going on to win 6 Emmys, a Golden Globe, and a Clio Award. So hearing stories like that really gets us excited to see what this graduating class will do. Not just the folks that we are seeing this morning, but those that graduated last night, this afternoon, and this evening. The possibilities for this group are really endless, and BG really sets you up for that success.
Yeah, absolutely. And today we saw students that were graduating with their undergraduate bachelor's degree. Last night we actually hosted one of the 4 commencement ceremonies, and 486 graduate students included 456 candidates for master's degree and 30 for doctoral degrees, and that happened and was celebrated last night, Friday night.
It's great to see that these candidates are just as excited.
So are the family members.
The family members too.
We
can hear them making noise still as they see their graduates now. I guess they're not candidates anymore, but graduates as they are preparing to be reunited with their family and friends. There's a small reception that happens within the Stroh Center as they're exiting. It was fun also to see the different personalities of the students as they walk across the stage. The cords that we shared earlier, the stoles. We even had some faculty and staff members that were able to present the diplomas to their sons and daughters, which is always an emotional moment.
Yeah, lots of connections celebrated today, lots of traditions as well. One that's special, I believe specifically to Aaron, is our Falcon Flames.
Yes.
Married couples who are both graduates form a special group of alumni called Falcon Flames. Erin and her husband are Falcon Flames.
So we met here, and it's been fun to share that bond.
Yeah, and I'm sure that there are some out there in the audience today who are graduating today. They will join you as Falcon Flames.
it was also special to have that connection of the College of Musical Arts graduating and the music that we get to hear. You're hearing now the Centennial music that we heard at the beginning of the ceremony. The presentation of those candidates is a little extra special when their peers are providing the national anthem or the alma mater. So that's also another special note to make on today's ceremony. It looks like a few of our candidates there are even friends with the photographer.
Yeah.
It's a community here at BG.
Yeah. And this is the last of the graduates heading on out of the Stroh Center, probably meeting their families out in the lobby, and a lot of excitement here today.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for joining us as you watched this ceremony. Hopefully you'll join us this afternoon and this evening to celebrate those that will be graduating and becoming Bowling Green State University alumni.